at the Knoxville Raceway. Fourth with 59 and 4/10s, and fifth with 18. He's the only driver in the top 5 in both categories.
Talking to some guy who wouldn't know anything about winning at this place, Brian. Some dude. Man, Lynton really got rolling towards the end, didn't he?
He did.
Waiting for some guy called Brown to go downtown on that Casey's top wing. Come on, Knoxville, Brian Brown! Brian, hey! A little more of that if you could. It's nice and cold.
Oh, goody. Did you get the water? I did. I am too. I'm weirdly sleeping, so excited. I got a water bottle.
You haven't been up here before? It's really nice, Brian. You should try it sometime. Come on, folks. How about it for Blackjack Brian Brown? Must have been that coffee I saw this morning, mate. It obviously did the job.
Yeah, it was that rowdy energy and finished it off with that coffee. So, no, it's good to be here. You know, the 360 Nationals really hasn't been, our final night's been pretty good to us, but the qualifying nights just, I don't seem like I ever qualify very well and then just dig us a hole and then start deep. And, you know, everybody on this Casey's FVP car, I did a phenomenal job tonight. You know, we have people here from Impact Signs, JD Welding, Dittsfield Transfer, one of my longest tenured partners are here. Just proud of my whole team, Danny, Justin, Chatty, Lath, my dad. My grandpa George is here. He just had 5 bypasses 5 or 6 weeks ago, so pretty special. I didn't know, when you go through something like that, you don't know if he's ever going to be back here with me, so it's pretty special to have him in victory lane with us. And
I saw him down in turn 3 and 4. I said, man, you had it up on the dyno. He looks fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, he looks great, man. He just did, we knew he would going into the surgery. He would do great, but you just never know. And he needed 3 and they gave him 5, so he said he's got a new engine there now. He's ready to go to 115. But overall, just want to thank Tommy Ryder. This is a fresh Ryder engine, Maxim chassis, FK shocks, Vortex wings, Champion oil, Rowdy, Andy's frozen custard, Halsby, the trunk bar, 3G.
Oh, you got the trunk bar in. The boys will be stoked about that.
Yeah, they said $100 for every mention, so that's 100 there. So no, it's been good. You know, like I said, Smiley's, Tom Lorenz is here, Doug, and Mark from Schoenfeld. That's the cool thing about this event, is all your partners, all your manufacturers are here. Yeah. It's cool to win on Dirt Vision when they can watch, but when they can be here and actually see it, that makes it even more special. And like I said, I think we should be in the first couple rows, maybe 2 or 3 rows tomorrow. And I feel like that if our car's like that, I don't know how far I was ahead, but my car felt really, really good. So overall, like I said, just looking forward to the next week. And I feel like if we go on here and do our job, we can beat anybody in the world.
I'm looking forward to the next Andy's Frozen Custard Instagram videos. They're my favorites, mate.
Yeah, we got some actually in the trailer too. So maybe get you one if you're a good boy.
Jeez, I can only dream. Brian Brown, everybody, your A-main winner on night 2 of the 360 Knoxville Nationals, presented, of course, by Great Southern Bank and Mid-Am. I'll grab Terry McCall in a second, and Lynton Jeffrey, boys. I'll just try not to photobomb this situation. Please put your hands together, folks. Nice job with the 24 car coming home in second. Terry McCall. That won't be a good thing the second time. I'm just saying. So I think the restart hurt you because you had good momentum. It took you a long time to get back up on the tail of that 24.
Yeah, the 24 cars are always tough, aren't they? But he did a great job. I started finding the bottom there, and I got up beside him. I just didn't quite get it pulled. He did a nice, which is what you do. He come and took my line away from me, but that's exactly what I'd have done to him. So, yeah, it took me a bit to get going and get back up there. I just ran after that yellow. My tire really didn't want to take off, and I didn't feel near as good as I did. Like you said, I kind of hated to see the yellow, but, man, I just can't thank all of our sponsors, especially Don Long, Searsboro Telephone Company, getting me these. I was following that 24 car. I said, man, I hate all these guys having Moyle engines because I know that kid's got a great engine because he's got the same thing I do. But Country Builders Construction, the Oldfield family out in California, got a lot of them here, and can't thank Weldon and the boys enough for supporting me and my son Austin. And I got to thank the Bird Concrete up in the lakes and my man Lauren Bosma Family Farms put up a little bonus money, had a little extra drive for me tonight, gave me some incentive to run top 3 and try to get in the top 3 in the points. But all these sponsors on here, JLT Enterprises from Boca Raton, Florida, Justice Brothers, everybody that supports me so much, CM Rock. Without all those guys, there's no way any of us could do it. HRP and Phil and Vivian and all those guys that make it possible. But, Octane Inc., Tailgaters back up there in Sioux Falls. And sorry to ramble on, but I'm a small team. I don't get to just say a couple names like Brian does. So all these days on my car are so important to me, and I really appreciate them.
Tomorrow night, then Sunday night for the Cappy, and then out to Oski on Monday. Some big nights coming up.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I've got, Kyle's coming again on Monday, try to defend his title. Casey Kane told me as long as everything goes good for him this weekend, he's going to be coming. And Brian said he's coming. So Austin McCarl, there's a lot of heavy hitters. I'm hearing Sheldon might be there again. All these guys, our race isn't a point race. It's a fun race. It's a great race to start off a week. I don't know for you fans, but I don't know anywhere in the country really that you can bring your vehicle into the infield and tailgate, have your own coolers, have your own grills, as long as you get there, by 6 o'clock or so. Nothing over 8 feet tall, no scaffolding, but that's where I'd be in the infield party area. It's pretty reasonably priced, for the family, and you bring your own drinks. It's only 25 miles away, so that's pretty cheap on gas too. But looking for a great, we got some more fun happening. It's a tire shortage out there. We were kind of concerned we weren't going to even have a race. Hoosier Tire asked us, said they'd get us some tires for our 410 guys, and they asked us to get rid of the King of the Hill match race just to save some tires. And of all time to do that, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to line up the feature with a foot race. So it's going to be a King of the Hill match race, but it's going to be on foot. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to see who the fastest guy. And Priority Aviation put up $3,000 purse. It's $1,500 to win it, and every position pays money. So I got to thank those guys at Priority Aviation for making it fun. They're in really good shape, so they like to run. But I don't know if all these guys do.
If this guy ever learns how to talk, we'll all be in a lot of trouble.
I'm not a talker.
It's going to be just a minute here before we get another interview with Lynton, but they're taking some photos, getting that all wrapped up down there. But a great night of racing, a tough point battle there in the top 16
Tony,
that are locked in.
Ponder the collective speech of these three for a second. Right? They're all Indy 500 winners in terms of the vocabulary. Lynton's pretty good at it too. Can you imagine how this is going to go?
You don't have enough battery in your microphone.
Especially when Lynton is high points, man. He's going to love that, Tony.
Can't believe it. Didn't even have a motor this morning. Didn't know I was racing or I wasn't. We were kind of ready, but at the end of the day, Headwood's, Jody and Rachel Headwood let us have their motor and for tonight. Devin Klein was nice enough to let him take it out of his car and put it in mine for the night. So
the thing rips.
Obviously a good motor. I haven't raced the 360 since this race last year, so pretty excited. Sit on the pole. The 360 Nationals is another cap to wear, and let's try and get it finished off.
Good job, mate. Get some sleep tonight. At least you know you're racing tomorrow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We don't really. We'll talk about it.
Back upstairs to you, Tony. What an epic night of racing it's been.
What a deal. Wouldn't that be something? The guy sitting on the pole, they say, oh, sorry, we're taking back our engine tonight. But nonetheless, what a great night. Great racing action. Great top three. Man, the first two nights of qualifying here for the 360 Knoxville Nationals presented by Great Southern Bank has been absolutely everything you could have hoped it would have been. We saw great racing last night. We saw championship racing here again tonight. And Lynton Jeffrey will leave here tonight, the high point man. Brian Brown, the winner on night number 2, his 18th 360 win. Ties him for 5th on the all-time standings for the 360s. So another great night for Brian Brown Racing. Well, everybody is making their way into the infield as you look on the dirt vision from high atop the Knoxville Raceway. The fans are making their way down pit side to get those autographs and t-shirts and souvenirs. And it's been another great night. So for Wade Onger, Brian Holbert.